the Crow and Oso show. This is me, Anthony, aka Crow, and my boy. Let's go ahead and say that shit.
It's your boy Omar, also known as Oso, and we live, baby. 2023 NFL season, we back.
All right, preseason picks. I'm gonna let you go, and then I'm gonna go. AFC East. Who do you believe is gonna win that one?
Yo, this is probably the toughest division to pick, actually. I'm gonna go New York Jets.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers does it. I like their defense. I like their offense. I think Aaron Rodgers is playing with a rejuvenated kind of mentality. He's got youth, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. He brought some of the Packers with him. And their defense, led by Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams, I think they're gonna win that division.
I think that the Bills are gonna be the ones.
I almost said Bills, but
yeah.
I feel like it just feels like Aaron Rodgers feels good again.
It's hard to go against Aaron. I was gonna go with Aaron, but the only difference is I think because he's in a new place, I don't know how that will bar in terms of like, chemistry and all that other stuff, knowing certain things. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But the Bills, they're hungry. Allen has been trying to prove that he can do it.
Yeah.
So that's my thing.
You know what it feels like with the Bills? I respect them, but it feels like almost they're deflated. Something about them just feels like their window's closing.
I agree.
That's why I was kind of on. It's either the Bills or the Jets. Miami, like I said, I don't like Tua. I just don't think that's their quarterback. So I was gonna say Buffalo or New York.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. Miami's impressive, like it's flashy, but I don't know if they.
Mm-hmm.
In the AFC North, who you got?
It's got to be Baltimore, clear cut. No, not clear cut, because Cincinnati's there too, but I like Baltimore's overall game more than Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati gets in as a dangerous wild card, but I'm going to go Baltimore.
I think this is going to be a tougher division than what it says. I think, personally, I'm going with Bengals. All right, it's hard for me to go against Joey B. Joe Cool is the baddest man I've seen in a long time. Like, Patty is Patty, but it's hard for me to go against LSU and Joey B, man. So I think that they're going to be the ones who come victorious, but the Steelers, they are going to be tough. They are that's just my thought process. They're going to be tough. Mm-hmm. Next, AFC South. Who you got?
This is the weakest division in football for sure. Just to keep it simple, it's going to be Jacksonville. They went to a playoff game. They made the playoffs last year. They actually, not what I want to say give Kansas City a run for their money, but they made it tougher than it should have been. I like Trevor Lawrence. I've been sold on this kid since he was the quarterback at Clemson. You're saying no?
No, I'm agreeing. That boy's a bad man.
I like Trevor Lawrence a lot. I like Travis Etienne. I like Zay Jones. I like is Chark still there?
Who?
Chark? DJ Chark?
I don't know. I know they got Ingram.
I like Evan Ingram.
I think he was misused.
I like Coach Dougie P. You already know how I feel about Coach Dougie P.
And I think with that, why did y'all let go of him? What happened?
Because we didn't go to the bowl the freaking following year. We just let him go. Which I wish. I'm actually to that point. I felt like we were unfair to Dougie P. Because the fact that he led us to win the Super Bowl after Carson Wentz went down, kept the team together, even with a backup quarterback. Actually, that next year when we lost to the Saints in the divisional round, if my boy Alshon Jeffrey didn't drop a pass, go right through his hands, we could have been in the conference championship again that year. So I don't know. I feel like the firing of Coach Peterson was highly unfair. But now that he's in Jacksonville, he's already shown improvement in the span of 2 years, and I expect them to win their division this year.
He should have went to Dallas to show Philly what they lost out on, but we don't want a real coach where we are. So AFC West. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going Jacksonville. It's easy. I think Trevor is going to ball out. The defense, all of that. AFC West, who you got?
As long as Patrick Mahomes is living and breathing, that's going to be his division for years to come.
That's it. There's nothing to say. I think that they're it. I don't care what nobody else. I don't care about the new coach in Denver. I don't care about Jimmy.
I was going to say that. I think for sure not Vegas. The Chargers, to me, are going to be great, but as a wild card team. I don't think they can keep up with a team like KC. The only dark horse in that division because of the coaching change is Denver. They're not better than Kansas City, but coaching wise, Sean Payton has done a lot of good things in this league.
He's already telling Russell to stop kissing babies.
That's the only. I feel like he has that team in a different mindset. So
keep your lips to yourself.
dark horse would probably be Denver, but definitely clear-cut Kansas City. I was just saying, it's the NFL. You never know what could happen.
All right, NFC North. Who you got?
Detroit finally breaks out, man. I think Minnesota losing Dalvin Cook is going to hurt them. I do like Jordan Addison on the opposite side of Justin Jefferson. I like that they have T.J. Hawkinson as like a tight end. Defensively, they seem very quiet though. But Detroit, I feel like put together a great end to last year. I think they have all the pieces in place. They have a better defense. They have a big fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown. Big fan of their draft pick Jahmyr Gibbs. Jared Goff is a solid quarterback, I think. Let's not forget he went to the Super Bowl not that long ago. So I think Detroit's going to win, going to break out this year finally.
It's quick, easy for me. I'm Detroit. I don't think anybody's going to give them that prop. NFC South, what you got?
Again, this is like the AFC South. Both South divisions are trash, but Saints are going to run away with this one. I like Derek Carr. They still got Michael Thomas. They still got Chris Olave. I like the Saints. Actually, they picked up Jamal Williams from Detroit. Saints by a landslide, I think.
Same here. I think the Saints are gonna they're gonna be screaming from their annoying ways that they usually do, but they're gonna make some noise. NFC West. Who you got?
I want to say clear-cut San Francisco, but Seattle kind of gives me the impression that they're really going to be tougher than we think. I think Seattle's going to be tough. I think San Francisco, let's see how Brock Purdy plays over the course of a whole season.
Yeah.
A lot of times, a Cinderella story is nice for that Cinderella year. Now that he's the actual starting quarterback, can he... I feel like if it's not for that defense, can he keep up with the offenses like Kansas City, Dallas, Philadelphia, Buffalo, Cincinnati? Can Brock Purdy as a quarterback keep up with that? He's got Ayuk, he's got Deebo Samuel, he's got Christian McCaffrey, he's got George Kittle. Offensively, they have a lot of ballers, but the question to me for San Francisco is that quarterback. Seattle, on the other hand, I like the draft pick, Jackson Smith and Jigba, DK Metcalf. Tyler Lockett, like he says, he thinks that A.J. Brown is the most underrated superstar wide receiver. To me, Tyler Lockett is the most underrated wide receiver, period. And like I said, I like the running backs. I like Walker. I like what's his name? Charbonnet.
Oh, yeah, from UCLA.
I feel like he's going to be nice. Seattle, I'm picking San Francisco, but Seattle might finish a game or two behind. It'll be close.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm thinking that, that's just hard for me to go against the 49ers when they have Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa hurt, Seattle. Bosa, Niners. All right. Last but not least, NFC East. Make it quick. Make it short and sweet.
Oh, man. And I'm only taking a long time to come up with a pick because, like I said, for some reason our division has been like the drama of the NFL. We haven't had a repeat winner in 15 years, which is absurd. Last one was the Eagles, by the way, but that's besides the point.
I know we ain't talking about the past.
Oh, but you were just talking about the past this whole time.
What do you mean?
You were talking about Jalen Hurts and Tua in college. You're talking about Dallas still having 5 rings. That's the past.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, I bring it up when you bring it up.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
When you bring it up, I bring it up. I talk about it.
I think the Eagles, I'm pulling up our schedule real quick before I make this decision.
Why are you so difficult, bro?
Stop. Because I'm
just making a choice.
Wait. The Eagles should start out the season, in my opinion.
God dang.
If the Eagles, barring health, should start out the season 5-0. I really believe that. But there's going to be a stretch of games where it's going to be difficult. We're going to be at the Jets versus the Dolphins, at Washington, which is a tough divisional game, versus the Cowboys, at Chiefs, versus the Bills, versus San Francisco. That 6-week stretch alone can make us go from 5-0 to 5-6. But not us, because we're the Philadelphia Eagles and we're going to be just fine. So I think that the Eagles, unlike the Dallas Cowboys, are going to be the first repeat winner in the division since 2008, led by Jalen Mother effing Hurts. Simple as that.
What year is it?
Not 1996. Not 1996.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one. So I'm easily going to say the Cowboys, right? Simply because it's going to be a tough division, but what you said is really important. People don't really think it's important. I think it's important that there have been no repeat champions. So if y'all do it, it's impressive. I just think that I've thought that for multiple years. Oh, we're just going to do it again. Let's do it again. And it just never happened to be that way for whatever reason. The NFC East is that division where it's just going to be a wild card every year. So that's my pick because of that. Not necessarily because of talent. Skill-wise, I think like y'all are just y'all don't have many big holes. You know what I mean? So that's tough in itself. All right, so we're gonna do preseason picks again when it comes to individual accolades. All right, first we're gonna go for MVP pick. Who do you got? Don't you look at my stuff?
No, I'm just comparing. I said Josh Allen last year. I don't feel that way this year. Man, I'm gonna go Pat Mahomes again, man. I'm gonna go Pat Mahomes.
You really
again.
think so?
Yeah.
I think you saw mine and you didn't want to say what I was thinking.
No. I wasn't gonna say. I didn't have Burrow, and that I really didn't have Burrow. I don't want to say Jalen because I don't want to just like give him a jinx. I don't want to say Jalen because I feel like I said, I feel like he really is a breed of one. I feel like he's hungry, but like I said, our biggest challenge is gonna be health. I want to say Pat Mahomes for sure. Woo. Sleeper.
Wait, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it. Yeah, we're gonna
Pat Mahomes.
My MVP is gonna be Joe Burrow because I feel like he's just a fool, and I just feel like sometimes, hopefully they got him aligned right because he was tackled and he was still making things happen. He had like 3 interceptions the first game. I think he had 3 the next game, and then he turned around and he just ran through everybody. So I just think that Joe Cool's gonna make it happen this year again. So that's my pick. Rookie of the year. Who you got?
Offensively or defensively?
Offensively.
Offensively, Bijan Robinson from Atlanta. Easy.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say Bijan Robinson as well. So I've never been a big Bijan Robinson fan, even in Texas, maybe because I'm a Sooner fan. But he's a beast. I saw him this preseason. I was like, oh my God. But I don't have faith in that Atlanta. So I'm going to just throw a wild card out there and say that Addison's going to be a rookie of the year. I know. I mean, when people are going to be covering Jefferson on the outside and he's going to be in the slot, I think he's going to get a lot of receptions.
Yeah, you're right.
I think he's going to be very dangerous and he's going to add to him. So
I respect that.
That's going to be my sleeper pick for rookie of the year. I want to say Bijan because we know he's going to do things, but yeah. All right, defensive player of the year, like rookie-wise.
Jalen Carter by a fucking landslide. This guy's he gonna eat. I think the way that the veterans have already spoken about him, the way the league is talking about him, the way that everybody's been mad that we stole him at 10, it's gonna be him by a landslide. It's not even gonna be close. Eagles fly by the way.
Are you done with this? Did he pay you to say all this?
He did.
Golly. Yes, he's gonna probably be the defensive player of the year as a rookie. But I have another one that I think may be a defensive rookie of the year.
Probably emotional.
It's not. And I don't even want to say it. I don't think he's even going to expect what I'm about to say.
Go ahead.
Nolan Smith. You know why? Wait, here's my thing. This is why.
They're both Eagles, so that's cool with me.
Yeah. This is my thing. I'm going to talk about the player in itself. I hate that I don't know how he went to the Eagles. I just hate the NFL. Like, I don't know why y'all are letting them get all these amazing players. And then I got to defend this. But I saw hints of him that made me very, very nervous. He made...
In preseason?
Oh, I saw hints of Micah Parsons. Like, he's that explosive. At that size, and he's playing behind Reddick, I think that they're going to just move him to the other side. I think he's that explosive. He runs a 4.3, and he has a motor, and he's strong. The only thing he has to worry about is health issues. Jalen Carter's already been bona fide. I thought he was better than Jordan Davis at Georgia. So when they got Jordan Davis, I was upset. But for them to get the guy that I wanted to get when he was a junior or a sophomore, I was really upset. The only thing that's going to stop him is probably his rap sheet. Outside of that, I think Nolan Smith is probably the sleeper pick of the draft. I think he's going to be chaotic in offenses. I think he's just going to just run amok if he can stay healthy. I've seen him just blow around people and blow through people, and people don't like the comparison, especially my Cowboy fans, but I think he's somebody you need to worry about. I think he's somebody you need to make sure you put a spotlight on because he's that explosive.
Yeah.
So, All right, so defensive player of the year. Who do you got for that? I'll speak.
Yeah, go ahead.
Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is going to be the defensive player of the year. Or I would say too.
Who won it last year?
Who did win it last year? Nick Bosa.
So
I don't think Nick Bosa's going to win it again, but he's going to be close. I'm going to say Michael Parsons, not by a landslide. I'm going to say Michael Parsons if T.J. Watt doesn't get it. I think T.J. Watt's.
I think Micah could have easily won it the last 2 years.
Yeah. There were some holes.
I think. Can I tell you something?
Say it.
You know what ruined it for Micah Parsons?
What?
Both games against Philly.
Yeah.
The Eagles figured it out.
Well, I'll put it like this.
They did.
Lane is his kryptonite.
Yeah.
Lane, when Lane was
out.
out.
That to be like.
No. I'm agreeing with you, bro. You're right.
Man.
You're very right. Because the first game, when Lane was in, he was like non-existent.
But the read option was playing him too.
It was. Yeah. So it's like you getting hit twice, and I'm like, yo, somebody help him. Yeah. Help. Help!
But I do think Michael Parsons, he's my pick too for defensive player of the year. Yeah. Michael Parsons is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I say Philly. This is like breaking news. I say Philly because nobody knows what Harrisburg is. Harrisburg's like an hour and a half outside of Philly. I'm from Harrisburg. So Michael Parsons is really my guy, but he ended up being a Dallas Cowboy. That poor man.
He
bro.
prayed for it, and God answered him.
That poor man, bro.
It just is what it is. What color did he wear?
The only accolade he'll win is Defensive Player of the Year. Outside of that, nada. Zilch. You can book that. Go ahead.
I hope Jalen Carter gets booked.
Fucking
doesn't play.
Yo.
All right, wait a minute. Okay, breakout star. All right, who do you think is going to be the breakout star?
That's easy. Garrett Wilson.
What? He's already offensive player of the year. He's not going to break out.
He was offensive rookie of the year.
I get it.
This is gonna put him at star. You know what I mean?
Elite level.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson's gonna be a star this year.
Okay.
Star.
I'm going to say Trevor Lawrence. He finally got some people behind him, and he's starting to get his offense together.
Oh, we didn't even mention.
Wait, I'm about to say something. Well,
go ahead. No, are you going to say what I think you're going to say?
No, I probably won't. But it's either going to be him or my B would be Justin Fields, because I think that he's finally getting some weapons over there. Hopefully they can get some time in the pocket, but he's going to be able to do a little bit better. I think he's going to be the most improved. How about that? I think Justin Fields is going to be the most improved, but Trevor is going to be the breakout. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
That we're forgetting a very important receiver that's coming back after being suspended last year.
Yeah.
Calvin Ridley.
That's why I said it. That's why I said it.
Calvin Ridley's a dog, bro.
And you got Ingram,
elite.
And you still got, what's the other guy? His other receiver?
Christian Kirk.
They're going to be
Jacksonville's
in the back.
Position.
Oh, yeah.
Jacksonville's in a good position. They're going to be all right.
All right, sleeper team. Who you got in the AFC? You want to
sleeper in the AFC? I don't know if I want to call them a sleeper anymore, but for some reason they always show so much like promise, but then they like kind of put us to sleep at the end of the year.
Who's that?
It's the Chargers, man. It's like, when are they gonna break out? Like they're always like super pesky. To me, it's the Chargers.
I don't think they're going to do anything because they got Keelan Moore, who was our offensive coordinator. But it could have been Dak. I don't know. This year we're going to see if it's going to be Keelan Moore or was it Dak? Who was the problem?
It could have just been Dallas, but
that's not the case. Come on, man. He just can't help himself. Some people hate and are allergic. Some people are allergic to greatness. So I just want you. I think the sleeper team for the AFC is going to be the Jags. Simply because of what you said, Ridley, and then everybody else they've incorporated. I think they're getting a rhythm together, and Peterson is going to be a problem.
You're saying sleeper team as far as going all the way.
Like, they're going to impress a lot of people, and they're going to be a force that nobody really thought, oh, man, they're going to be a problem this year. I think they're going to be a problem. Nobody anticipates them being a big dog in the AFC.
I can see that.
NFC, who you got?
Sleeper.
Somebody that people aren't predicting, like... Because you already said 3. So anybody outside of that 3, to be honest.
Honestly, it's got to be the Saints. I feel like the Saints are set up in theory,
that's a good one.
The Saints are set up for. They have the easiest schedule for one. I saw that out there. They're in the weakest division for two. And like I said, the NFC is definitely on the weaker side this year compared to the AFC. They don't have much traffic to get through unless you get to San Fran, Dallas, and Philly.
Yeah.
So to me, it's got to be the Saints. I want to say Minnesota, but Minnesota scold these nuts. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. It doesn't. Like they're just not like. I watched. Did you watch the whole quarterback thing? I want to root for Kirk so bad. Like I think he's a good guy.
I think he's better.
But Minnesota is just not. They're just not. I don't know.
They need to get their defense together personally.
Yeah, it's just not there. So I'm gonna say the Saints are the sleeper in the NFC.
I think it's a really good pick. I think that Derek Carr got a lot of trash, and rightfully so. But I think they're
they got weapons. They got about Jamal, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave. They got weapons.
I'm gonna go with Seattle Seahawks.
That's a great pick.
Look, Geno, I wasn't sold on Geno coming out like to be what he is now. He improved tremendously, and I respect that tremendously. Then you have the great running game. Then you got Njigba, DK Metcalf, and Lockett. Oh my God! And then on the defensive side, which they've known to be pretty good, their cornerbacks are a problem. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson. Like, they've got, Jamal Adams.
Not to mention those names they got. Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant.
Stop it, man. They're like meant for greatness. They're born to be great. Yeah. So, like, I think their defense, and then they got Bobby Wagner back to mentor to, I think, what's his name? Woods? Brooks. Jordan Brooks. So I think that they're going to be a problem. I think they're going to be somebody that everybody has to see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last one before we get into the picks. Your draft busts. Who do you think is going to be a bust this year? I know who I'm picking.
Who you picking?
Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is the most overrated quarterback that I've seen in a long time. I didn't think he was going to be top 10. For him to go fourth, I was stunned because I have not seen anything from him. He's athletic, but that doesn't... I'm tired of people getting away from the position because someone's athletic. Yeah. If your kicker runs a 4.4, but he can kick 20 yards, what does that matter? Right? It doesn't matter. So I think that he has the size. I think he has the speed, explosiveness, and strength. He can't pass, though. Make him a tight end. Honestly. I personally believe he should be that. But
yeah, I think emotionally speaking, I think that I wanted to also be Richardson because in the preseason game against our 25th string, he scored a touchdown and started doing the Eagles.
He did. I was like,
what are you doing, bro? Like, you're not even playing nobody. Like, I get it. Like, in the heat of the moment of a game is still a game, but like, it just came off as very premature. Yeah, it just didn't, it was weird.
I loved it. I didn't know why he was doing it, but I was like, damn, I don't know why you would do that against that defense.
Anthony Richardson, to me, I don't want to call him a bust because to me he has the worst situation as far as the team goes. So I feel like the Colts can only go up. The Colts were so bad last year that in my opinion they can only go up. Last year they had Matt Ryan, and then I forgot who came in for. I think it was Eisen something. One of their anyway, it was bad. So to me, Anthony Richardson is gonna at least improve the Colts, whether that be by a game or two. To me, and I don't want to say this because I really like the kid. All right. I don't like Bryce Young. For some reason, I just
don't like him. Why?
I mean,
as a player or as a
player
or a person? Okay.
I like Stroud better than Bryce Young.
Ooh, I feel the exact opposite. Why? That's a good question.
See, to me,
why?
Because I feel like an Alabama quarterback, outside of I guess Jalen Hurts, which really he went to OU, but the only Alabama quarterback right now in the NFL is Mac Jones and Tua. Both of them to me are underperforming. You know what I mean? Historically speaking, Alabama quarterbacks haven't been great, but that's a fact. I'm not saying that just, but because
what about Ohio State?
Justin Fields, has he
performed?
You're saying he's going to be most improved, though.
I think he's going to be most improved.
That's what I'm saying.
But is he going to? There's no elite quarterback in the. And Joe Burrow went there and he left.
Yeah, LSU. I feel that.
So who's the OSU quarterback that you know, even in the past couple of years?
So that's what I'm saying. My draft bust was going to be either one, Stroud or Young. And to me, I went with Young.
I get that.
Yeah, I feel like Stroud.
He's gonna have a hard season. It's like they have no.
Yeah,
he's in a terrible season.
I feel like Young might have the opportunity to shine because the NFC South is weak, but so might C.J. Stroud because the AFC South is weaker.
But he has no help though.
But then C.J. Stroud though.
Stroud has help.
And exactly, he has help, and then he has a good defense. Ryans is there now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why I think Stroud. That's what I'm saying. To me, that eliminates Stroud as a bust.
Well, okay, when I say bust, I mean like individually performing with
like,
what they
over
have.
the course of the 5 years.
What? Yeah, I guess, over the course of 5 years. How about that?
I still don't like Bryce.
You still Bryce? Okay.
Yeah, I don't like Bryce.
I get that. Something to me, he just kind of like reminds me of Joe. He has like this composure that I really like. Mm-hmm. Stroud to me, I thought he was overrated then. I thought that you had Njigba, I think you had Olave, I think you had the guy that they have now, I forgot his name, number 2. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., like, you just set up in a great situation. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that you didn't help, but was it because of you, or did you just do your job and let them eat? That's my thing with them. So you say Bryce Young's going to be the boss. Okay. Season by
I'd rather go with Richardson, but because he chose Richardson, I went a different way. I think Richardson is, over the course of 5 years, I think he's the bust. But if we're talking about this year, I think he's at least going to improve the Colts as opposed to Bryce Young with Carolina.
I think he's going to be the second worst quarterback since Tim Tebow.
Which one? Richardson?
Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
He's very rich.
I mean, I don't like Richardson. I don't like him. That's not what I'm saying, but...
All right, we're going to do rapid fire real quick. We're going to just go for the first week. Choose our winners. If y'all want to win some money, I would suggest that you probably go with what we say. But if you don't, or you want to be broke, do your thing, or whatever. All right. Who you going? Detroit, Kansas City. You don't need an explanation. Just call out who you think.
Kansas City.
I'm going Detroit. Upset. All right, Carolina, Atlanta.
Carolina.
I'm going Atlanta. Damn, okay. That's Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Ooh, Cincinnati. Oh, we are opposites all day today. All right, Jacksonville, Indianapolis.
Jacksonville.
Thank you. It's Jacksonville. I'm like, what? Tampa Bay, Minnesota. Minnesota. Tennessee, New Orleans.
New Orleans.
San Francisco, Pittsburgh.
San Fran.
I think it's going to be tough. I'm going to go San Fran, too. Arizona, Washington. Washington, which is terrible. Houston, Baltimore. Chicago, Green Bay.
Chicago,
Chi-Town. Las Vegas, Denver. Vegas always finds a way to mess things up. The coach is terrible right now. Philadelphia, New England.
Trap game, but we're going to pull it out, Philly.
Yeah, Philly. I don't even think that.
Only because of Belichick.
Yeah, the defense is going to be hard, but the offense will be trash. Miami, Los Angeles. Rams. Chargers.
The Chargers go 1-0.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go Miami. See what this is about. Okay. Rams against Seattle. Landslide, same. New York, Dallas.
Trap game, but Dallas.
I agree. I think that they're way better than they were last year, but they better come with it. Buffalo, New York. That's my game of the week.
They're going to ruin Aaron Rodgers' debut. I'm going Buffalo. I feel like the Jets are gonna overcome that, but week 1 they're gonna like kind of run into reality a little bit.
You know what?
I'm gonna go Buffalo.
I want to say that. I'm gonna say, but something's saying. I don't know. Aaron is usually. I feel like he typically would get it ruined, but I feel like I don't know. Aaron's is probably gonna eat. I think Sauce is gonna have a good game. I think the receivers are gonna have a great game. I think I'm gonna go Jets.
That's not a bad pick.
I think the Jets are going to win that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's week 1. All right, so it's the Crow and Oso show. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like it, check with us to see what we're going to do next week, because we're going to do the same damn thing.
Comment,
give y'all some more.
Like, share, subscribe. We on camera now, baby. We serious this year. Crow and Oso, we out.
You hear me? All right.